Hey, Selena. I just want to say that the lunch you packed me today was really, really good. I mean, it seems like basically everything you packed for me was handmade.
Well, I'm glad that you noticed because everything that I packed for you was handmade.
I knew it. Wow. I knew that you were a good cook, but this is really, really great. I would love to eat something like this again sometime in the future if we could.
I actually really like that recipe as well, so sure, I could make it for us again. If I had known that you would have liked it this much, I would have tried packing that for lunch for you sooner.
I don't think there's been a single thing that you've ever made for me that hasn't been just delicious. Although, it has been a while since I packed a lunch that wasn't just a bunch of pre-cooked things. But I have to say that of all the lunches I've had at work, this is really my favorite.
Oh, Ben, you really are just too much, do you know that? But thank you so much. I am glad that you like it. And know that you do like it so much certainly does make me want to keep making lunches for you.
Well, if it wouldn't be too much, I would really appreciate it if you could start packing my lunches. Maybe once a week? I know that you have your job to worry about too. So, if it's too much, then I don't want to put you out. But if possible, that would be really great.
I think that I could manage to do that at least once a week. I mean, after all, I do work from home, so it's not like I have to commute to worry about.
So then, does that mean you'll really do this? Is that really okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine with me. You can leave it to me and I'll take care of it.
Great. Thank you so much, Selena. This is really awesome. Oh, and one more thing. My mom was saying that she wants to pay us a visit sometime soon. And I was realizing that ever since you and I got married, she hasn't been over to see us even once.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right about that. Normally we only ever meet her in her house or while going out.
Yeah, exactly. So I was wondering if you wouldn't mind if I invited my mom over this summer. I would really appreciate it if you could cook for us all then too.
You want me to serve your mom my cooking? Oh geez, I really don't know if she'll like it. I mean, what if she thinks that it tastes nasty or spits her food out?
Oh, come on. There is no way that she would ever do that, especially not with your cooking. I am sure that if I like it this much, then my mom will go crazy for it. We actually have pretty similar tastes, my mom and I.
Well, okay then. I suppose you can invite her over then. I'll have to start cleaning up around the house, and I'll have to think about what I want to serve when she's here.
Oh, I'm sure that you don't have to do anything too special for her. Just any old dish will do. And you always keep the house so clean too.
Well, I just want to make sure that your mom has a good impression of me. After all, I know that my office is just a complete mess. I'll just have to tidy things up around the house a little more so that things are a bit more presentable.
Oh, come on. My mom is family. You really don't have to go so far out of your way to just try and impress her.
Well, you say that, but you and I just got married, and I just want to make sure your mom and I are getting off on the right foot. I mean, you remember when my dad came over, right? You were practically panicking because you wanted to make a good impression as well.
Okay, well, I can't really argue with that. You got me there. But I just don't really think that my mom is going to expect all that much. My mom really isn't that kind of person to sweat the tiny details or care about such superficial things.
Well, maybe so. But either way, I'll still make sure things are set up for her. Is there anything that your mom can't eat?
No, I don't think she has any allergies or food that she particularly dislikes.
Ah, okay, sounds good then. And does she have any kind of preference for any kind of cooking?
You mean like from certain countries or anything? No, she normally just eats whatever is put in front of her. I think that you can just cook anything that you normally would.
Come on, Ben. Surely you can do a little more than just tell me that she'll be fine with anything.
I really just don't think that my mom is even all that picky though. I mean, she really will eat anything. But anyways, I'm gonna tell my mom that we're on for Sunday. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, it's no problem at all, Ben. Good luck with work, and I'll see you tonight.
Of course. You have a good one too. I'll text you once I'm coming home.
Hey, Ben, are you there? Do you have a second to text me really quick?
Yeah, I can text. What's up? Is everything okay?
Well, it's about your mom. She actually came over to visit today. Again.
Are you serious? She's at the house again? Wow, well, I guess I didn't realize she had so much spare time on her hands.
You know, this is actually the fourth time that she's come over just this week. I didn't want to say anything to her, but I think this is getting to be just a bit much. But she said that she came over for dinner, so do I cook for her?
Of course you should cook for her. It sounds like my mom really does like your cooking. Just like I thought she would. In fact, I have to say that I'm a little jealous. At this rate, she might begin to eat more of your cooking than I do. But I'm sure that's why she's going over more often.
If that's the case, then I am really happy that your mom is such a fan of my cooking, but I think that I just need a little more space away from her, and I don't know how to politely ask for that.
Oh, come on. I told you you don't have to be so worried about all the necessities. If you want my mom gone, you should just tell her.
Ben, I am not going to tell your mom to just go away after she came all this way. But the thing is that I just can't concentrate on my work with her here. And usually, I just throw something simple together for myself for lunch. But with your mom here, I feel like I have to make us proper meals. And your mom has even started requesting that I make certain things for her. And so I've been having to go out to do shopping.
Ah, I see. Well, I really am sorry that she's putting you out like this. I can talk to her. And I'll tell her to stop making requests and let you cook what you want.
No, Ben. That's not what the problem is here. The problem is that I want your mom to come over less. I mean, we're still barely married when you think about it, and well, your mom stays until so late in the night. I just thought that you and I'd be having more time to ourselves, you know?
Well, I know what you mean, but we're also both in our mid-30s. And it's not like we didn't have all the time when we were dating.
I know that we've had time in the past, but that was before we were married, and well, I guess I just thought that we'd have some time where the two of us could just relax together.
Again, I really am hearing you, but think about my poor mom. I think she's hardly left the house since you and I got married. I think that she is only trying to get to know you better. So maybe you could go a little easy on her? I'm sure that she'll stop this soon enough.
And I'm telling you that I am considering her feelings, Ben. But the fact is that I can't do my work with her around. She just keeps wanting me to spend time with her or do a bunch of favors for her that I don't have time for.
Okay, alright, I get it. Basically, the problem that you're having is that you can't concentrate on work, right? So, if she didn't bother you, it would be fine?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. But it's more than that. I just can't feel like I can let my guard down while she's here.
Well, I'm sure that this is just a matter of time. You'll get used to having her around. And then one day, you won't even know she's there. That's how you know that you and my mom have really become family. So please, stop all this talk about sending her back home. I know that it's just my mom's way of trying to get close to you and know you better. You can see that, can't you? Okay.
I'm not saying that I can't see it, but I'm saying that I need things to develop at my pace. If your mom wants to get to know me better, that's fine. But she doesn't have to come over every day and stay so late every night.
Okay, right. Well, I'll try and tell her all of that and make sure that she understands.
I know that it seems like I'm being selfish, but this is my way of trying to make sure that things stay good with your mom and I too. But when we have some more time, I'd love for you to invite her over and I'll cook something for us all.
Hey, Selena, I am really sorry about this, but I'm gonna be stuck at the office with overtime. You should probably just eat dinner before I get back home. I think this could be a while.
Ben, I am really at my limits. I just can't do this anymore.
Selena, what are you talking about? What's going on? What can't you do anymore? Are you okay?
It's your mom, Ben. Did you know that she's been coming over to the house every day for more than a month now? What is going on here? Because this isn't normal. I want the truth.
What do you mean? I told you that my mom is just feeling lonely and she wants to get you know you better. What else is there?
Even if that were true, I still think that she is coming over way too often for that to be the case. I mean, she's been arriving early in the morning and not leaving until the evening. Did you know that I've been making your mom breakfast, lunch, and dinner this entire time? She even started to take showers at our house, Ben.
Well, maybe it's just more economical for her if she were to take her showers at our place.
How does that even make sense? It doesn't save us money on anything. If anything, it only runs up our utility bill.
Oh, come on. I don't really think that the damage could be that bad. And I think if she's coming over every day, that it means she really likes our place.
Well, I'm not used to having her around. I was already getting annoyed when it was 4 times a month. And if that wasn't bad enough, your mom has even started to badmouth me while she's here. She keeps making comments about my age and asking why we don't have any children yet. Doesn't she realize where she is?
Well, if she can be so frank with you, then maybe that just shows how comfortable she's gotten with you. Besides, I'm sure those were all said in good fun.
It didn't sound like a joke when she said them, and I certainly wasn't laughing. So you need to talk to your mom and tell her to stop coming over so often, do you understand? I'm being serious about this. This is an issue and it needs to be dealt with.
I really don't think there's anything you can do at this point. In fact, I think the best thing we can do is let my mom move in with us.
You want to let your mom just start living with us? Where is this coming from?
I'm just saying that I think it's the best thing to do at this point. Besides, my mom has been saying to me how badly she wants to live with us. That's the whole reason why she's been coming over so often, you know?
But you never said anything about this to me before. This is all so sudden.
I know it's sudden, but surely you could have guessed this was coming, right? I mean, I'm my mom's only child. Of course she wants to be close to me. And as her only child, I really don't have the right to turn her down. Besides, I told her that when I get married that she could live with my wife and I.
You're kidding me. Ben, do you even realize our circumstances?
Circumstances? What are you talking about? What circumstances are there?
You do realize that the house we're living in is the house that I own since before we were married, right? What I'm trying to tell you is that I own this house.
What? Come on, Selena, don't be like this. I thought that once we got married, we weren't going to worry about all of that. Why are you even bringing up facts from when you used to be single? I think that's just a little cruel, to be honest with you. Besides, it's not like we don't have room in the house for my mom anyways. I don't get why you don't want her moving in.
What are you talking about? What room would we be able to house your mom in?
Well, I was thinking that we could put her in your office, actually.
You mean the office that I use every day to do my job in? Besides, I thought that you and I agreed we were saving that room to turn into a bedroom when I get pregnant. Look, I'm sorry, but the point is that I just don't want your mom living in the same house as us.
Then you're really going to force my mom to live all on her own? How can you just sit there and be okay with that?
And what about my dad? You know that he lives all by himself too, don't you?
I know, but you married into my family, not the other way around, remember? Besides, he's a man. He should be used to being on his own.
I really don't think you know what you're talking about at all.
Look, I really think you're missing the bigger picture here. If my mom comes to live with us, that means she'll help take care of the house. You're always going on about how busy you are with work, and my mom will be able to help you. Can't you see that this is a good thing?
You say that, but in all the time that your mom has been coming over, she hasn't helped me clean the house even once. All she does is sit around and demand that I cook for her. In fact, she tries to order me around and tell me to do the chores that I would have already done. Even my dad actually helped out around the house while he was staying with us. But we agreed when we got married that we wouldn't live with our parents, remember?
I know, but things changed and it really seems like a good idea now. I mean, you've already said that my mom is there from the morning till night, right?
She is at our house all hours of the day, but that is not something that I am happy about or want more of. Ben, really, what is it that's not clicking for her? I mean, you told me that your mom wouldn't be coming to live with us, but it sounds like you told your mom something else. So I think when you get home from work, that the three of us are going to have a little talk.
I'm telling you now that if you're just going to tell my mom that she can't live with us, that she is not going to be happy to hear that. Can't you see that I'm just trying to give you a chance to look good for my mom? Oh.
Ben, I don't really care at all what you're doing. I do not need to take this kind of abuse from your mom in my own house. I am not going to let her do whatever she wants and get away with it.
Okay, fine. But just don't say that I didn't warn you. Honestly, you're better off just doing what my mom has to tell you. Hey, Selena. I just want to let you know that my mom's boxes are ready to come to our place. Do you think you could come to my mom's? We're gonna need some help loading and unpacking all of her things.
Oh, I really don't think that there's going to be any need for that. In fact, she shouldn't have even packed up her things in the first place.
What are you talking about? How else is she gonna bring all her things over to our house to move in?
And just where would your mom even move into? I'm afraid that there isn't anywhere for her to live.
What are you talking about, Selena? I thought we were finally on the same page about this. Look, I don't have time for this. Can you please just come and help us out?
I am telling you that there is nowhere to even take those boxes to in the first place. There's no point in packing up anything. In fact, you should know that you don't have a place to go back home to either.
What do you mean I don't have a place to go back home to? You're not making any sense at all. What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about how I sold our house. This space was far too big for just me, so I'm going to be moving into a nice condo instead. And I'm not going to let anyone else come and live with me there.
Wait a second. What do you mean that you sold the house? Did you really do that? What is the matter with you? Now where is my mom supposed to go? You said that she could move in. You said that it was fine if I lived with my mom.
Oh, you're right. I did say that you could live with your mom. What I did not say is that I would be living with the two of you as well. I know for a fact that I never once said that I agreed to living with you and your mom.
But we're husband and wife. Where are you going to live if not with me? Hold on a second. You want to get a divorce? Are you serious? Where did this come from all of a sudden?
Are you serious? You've been letting your mom do whatever she wants around here without listening to my complaints at all.
But are you really going to get a divorce with me all because I want my mom to move in with us? Don't you think that's too much?
Of course I'm not only leaving you because of your mom, but it was clear that you were choosing your mom over me every time that I had something to say. And more than that, when we got married, I thought we already understood that we weren't going to live with our parents. You were the one that just dropped that bombshell on me when I thought that we understood each other.
But, I mean, I didn't think that you were going to react like this, Selena.
Why didn't you? I told you how much I dislike your mom coming over all the time. I tried to get you to listen, but you just kept taking her side and you wouldn't listen to me at all.
I know, but it doesn't mean that you have to leave me like this, right?
You tricked me. You were the one who said this wasn't going to happen. Then you kept giving in to your mom inch by inch until she had taken a whole mile. But you know, I talked to your mom about this too. And while she was over, I tried to sit her down with her and explain that I didn't want her to live with us. And she just told me that she would rather I divorce you than prevent her from living with you.
My mom really said that? Well, you can't just listen to her and do whatever she says?
You said that I should just listen to whatever your mom tells me. Whatever. So excuse me for taking your advice on this one.
Please, Selena, can't we just calm down and think about this? I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe I need to rethink this business for my mom.
Oh, don't worry about bothering yourself with that. I've already made up my mind on this. I've decided that I don't want a husband who is going to always put his own mother before his wife.
But you know how old you are, right? Do you really think you're going to find another husband if you break up with me?
Is this all we're going to do now? Are you just going to keep begging me not to do this? You had your chance to make this right. I gave you options and warnings and you ignored them all. Well, now I'm just going to ignore you. After that, I sent Ben my signed divorce papers and told him where he needed to write his name. Not long afterwards, we were finally divorced. I called off work so that I could spend the entire day packing up Ben's things. When everything was finally boxed up, I sent it all to his mom's house. I told Ben what I had done, and then I blocked him from everything. And so, that's how Ben ended up moving back in with his mother. Although, I think the shock of the divorce must have really upset him, since I've heard his relationship with his mother has gotten much worse. It sounds to me like they've both realized just how selfish they actually are. As for me, I moved into a nice condo like I said I was going to. It took some time to get used to being single again, but we weren't married for that long to begin with, and I soon found myself getting into a routine. I really enjoy having my own space again, and I've decided that I won't share it with anyone until I'm sure they'll respect it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.